Welcome to Fast Effect. I'm ELD from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Mass. And here we are jumping right in with a Ancestral Recall, Mental Misstep, trying to deny that card advantage, but Craig able to back it up with a Force of Will. James is going to be on Oath of Druids, a deck that he's had some success with. Craig has been putting in serious reps with this Paradoxical Outcome list. Currently on a Esper build, and it looks like he's got the Lavinia, which could be a problem against most of the field, but against Oath, that actually gives James a way of oathing up a creature. He did not have the Orchard to go along with this Oath. Let's see what he can do. Time Twister off of Mana Crypt. And Lavinia going to essentially mean that James's shields are down. Force of Will would not have any mana sunk into it, and Lavinia would counter it. Same goes with Mental Misstep. Any type of free magic here not going to be an option. So while the shields are down, what can Craig do? Soul Ring off of Mox Pearl, Mox Opal, and Paradoxical Outcome, and Craig has drawn some cards. That is what the deck is designed to do. This 4-mana spell is essentially free. Monastery Mentor, Mox Opal. If he can find a Time Walk, this is going to be very, very bad. We've got a Chalice and a Tinker. I believe this is going to be Bolas's Citadel, with plenty of life, a shuffle effect with that fetch land, and this is pretty rough. He has a ton of mana. Announcing Chain of Vapor. The way Bolas's Citadel works, you can announce the card and then reveal the one underneath. So you can actually play that one in response to the original. So it looks like Chain of Vapor announced and then responding with the Paradoxical Outcome. The chain will get countered, but that's of no consequence, really just trying to get it out of the way. And at this point, Craig just needs to find a Time Walk. Passing the turn back could actually be lethal. Likely would be. And there's a Tendrils, also just fine from there. Either way, Tendrils of Agony makes that Monastery Mentor not necessary for the kill. But Tendrils does the job. I've actually been considering sleeving up a PO deck myself. I think Grape Shot might actually be just fine. Collector Oof is a bit of a problem right now, as is Lavinia. The ability to potentially KO opposing threats with the Grape Shot and also be able to use it later off of a Yawgmoth's Will or shuffle it back in with Twister is attractive. There's just not that many games where you don't have such an absolute blowout once the ball gets rolling. It's not like a Ritual style deck where sometimes you just kind of play 9 spells and then a Tendrils. It's pretty much you're playing potentially dozens of spells, as many as it takes to find the lethal killing blow. This list has performed very well for Craig here. It was a pretty small ELD open here. We have one a month for the most part for Vintage. One of those evergreen formats that we're always going to be supporting. Vintage, Legacy. Those ones are set in stone. Pauper, Modern, Pioneer. We've been dabbling in those as well. I'll tell you, our Team Trio event was phenomenal. We had 60 players for that. That was a Pioneer, Modern and Legacy event. And what a blast that was. We're going to be doing another one coming up on the 12th. That's a Sunday, January 12th. And it looks like we'll fill right up again. Tickets are available on ELDsTimeVaultGames.com, and they are going fast. Gataxian Probe here reveals a hand with double force. We'll see if Craig can find a way to win through that heavy amount of permission. Preordained for James. Sees some mana, which he may need. Not particularly exciting. The library is actually pretty exciting. Looks like it was 2 lands there. If he's going to draw up to 7, this could be pretty nice. Can Craig create a must-counter situation, knocking James off of library? Pio, such a dangerous deck. And actually opting to go for the Narset rather than ride out library. Narset finds Lotus. And that's going to be played out for an Energy Flux, a card that Craig's not going to have a particularly hard time playing around here. These artifacts not likely to stay around for long. A Mentor. James down to just 3 cards in hand, now 1. That gets Flusterstormed. So Craig with a Mentor on board. This Narset finds an Oath. And there's the Orchard so he can actually cast it. That Spirit can clear the Narset. Mentor can go for the Throat. It's actually going to pay to keep the Mox around. Potential artifact for Tinker later. Oh, and that's exactly what happens. A Brainstorm gets a Jace into the hand. If Oath resolves during his upkeep, he will get rid of those 2 cards off the top and be able to cast a Jace. But that is a huge if. This Bolas' Citadel threatens to end it right now. Tezzeret. Teferi. Shotgunning some 0 casting cost cards off the top. $13 life, so the more expensive the better as far as cards on top of the library. A Paradoxical Outcome would be an amazing... Oh, Teferi. Bouncing... I didn't know it could bounce enchantments. I don't think I've ever done that. I'm going to go ahead and confirm that, sorry. Yeah, artifact, creature, or enchantment. I don't think I've ever bounced an enchantment with that. Usually just artifacts and creatures. So moving on. Teferi draws an extra card. The other Teferi draws a card. Narset now. Digging. Clearing away the top of the library. Vamp Tutor. And that is likely a wrap. Vamp Tutor grabbing Lotus, and he's actually got the Tendrils in hand. Going to be able to play that Lotus off the top of the library. Vamp Tutor is some good along with Bolas' Citadel. Almost certainly going to get you the win in a format as powerful as Vintage. And that is that. Craig taking it down in 2 versus James's Oath list. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.